Namanda, 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 Namanda Woods, Namanda Woods, Namanda Woods. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning at the Monterey Peninsula Buddhist Temple online channel on YouTube. Today is October 4th. My name is David Correa. I'm the Minister's Assistant here at the Monterey Peninsula Buddhist Temple. This morning, if you please join me in Gasho for the opening reading. One who is to enjoy the purity of both body and mind walks the path to Buddhahood, breaking the net of selfish, impure thoughts and evil desires. He who is calm in mind acquires a peacefulness and thus is able to cultivate his mind day and night with more diligence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you. This morning's sutra chanting will begin with Sambujo on page 23 of your service book, if you have them. And page 91 for Jusei, which will follow after. gon chosegan hishimujodo shigan fumanzo sefujo shoga kao muryoko fui dai seshu fusai shobengu sefujo shoga gashijo butsudo myosho chojepo kukyo mishomon sefujo shoga ryokujin shonen joe shubongyo shigumujodo isho tenin shi jindiki endai ko fusho musaido shoujo san kyumyo kosai shuyakunan kaihi chiegen meshi konmoan he sokusho akudo sudatsu zen shumon kosojo manzo iyorojepo nichigatsu shujuki tenko onpugen ishukai ozo koseku dokuho jodai shuchu seppo shishiku kuyo isai butsu gusoku shutoku hon gane shitsujo man tokui sangayo nyobutsu mugechi sudatsumi fusho gangaku eri toshi saisho son shigan yakoka daisen no kando kokusho tenin touchin myoke namandabu 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 ganishikudoku byodo seisai don bodaishin ojo Namanda, 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 namamida, namamida, namanda butsu, namanda butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda butsu. Namanda butsu. At this time, we'll be doing the Gatha Namo Amida Butsu on page 174. We will now do the threefold refuge on page 10. The threefold refuge. Difficult is it to receive a human form, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Dharma of the Buddha, now we hear it. If we do not cross over to the truth in the present life, in what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together with all sentient beings, awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord and harmony with all things. The peerless, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even in many hundreds and thousands of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Davutsu. Namo Davutsu. Thank you. Please join me in Gasho one more time. My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me, yet great compassion without tiring illumes me always. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Davutsu. Thank you. So this morning I had my reading that I just did right now. My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me. Yet great compassion without tiring always illumines me. So if you come to the temple before, or maybe you just read it, have you really truly reflected on what's being said here? Compassion from Amida that is so huge that as a human being, we can't even fathom the idea of its greatness. Just think about that. It is that huge. We are so wrapped up in our everyday wants and desires that it seems to go unnoticed, or you think that you're such a horrible person that Amida's compassion is not meant for you. So here we are streaming on this Sunday morning, and the nice thing about streaming is it's equivalent to how we run the temple, where our doors on YouTube, anybody could watch this stream. Anybody could watch after it's been recorded. And just like our temple, our doors are always open to everybody in our community. And those who are watching today, or those who visit us at the temple, you may sit there and say, in regards to what I had just read, well, I'm an atheist, I'm Muslim, Christian, Jewish, or Catholic. Maybe you're part of the LGBTQ community. Maybe you're poor, or maybe you're even a criminal. Well, guess what? Pretty much that doesn't matter. Not here. Amida Buddha is there for you, for me, and for all of us. So my question to you is, have we not suffered enough in this world? Have you not suffered enough in this world? We wake up to bad news constantly nowadays. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. People are getting sick and dying. People being filled with hate and fighting over their views on politics. We have racial injustice and protests. Some places we have riots that have torn apart communities. We have fires burning our beautiful state and the impacts it has on the people of our state. So you think there's so much going on that you're just ready just to throw in the towel, to say, you know what, this world is messed up. It doesn't matter what I do. It just sucks. It's not even worth it. So maybe you don't know about this, or maybe you have forgotten about a child that lost both parents. A long time ago, they lost both parents. They saw famine. This child, a long time ago, saw fire, earthquakes. Death and disaster surrounded this kid. So this kid could have lost all hope, but he didn't. He knew that he needed to help humanity, even after seeing all these horrible things. So that kid is our founder, Shinran Shonin. So you can imagine if he just gave up on the world, just doing that towel, there would be no Jodo Shinshu. We would not be standing here talking today, and every single one of our lives will be completely different. We must continue to push forward. We must make a positive impact on others and believe in ourselves. Maybe we are so used to suffering that we do not know how to accept love. Yes, life is suffering. We are born, we get sick, we grow old, and we die. So why would you want to waste any of that time? So I would like to read this out of my book that I got here. And it says, "The light of compassion illumes us always, and the darkness of our ignorance is already broken through. Yet the clouds and mists of greed, desire, anger, and hatred always obscure the sky of true faith. But through the light of the sun is veiled by clouds and mists, below them there is still brightness." So greed, desire, anger, and hatred are nothing new. They have been here since man first appeared. Does this mean that we should continue on the wrong path? I am just as guilty as having these clouds obscure my view from the right path. They blind me and I lose my way. However, I can feel Amida's compassion calling out to me so I can be guided back onto that right path. And then when I hear Amida calling out to me, I don't feel judged. I don't have fingers pointed at me. And I guarantee you that will be the same for you. He will get you on that right path. He will guide you to the pure land. So clear those clouds that obscure your vision. Call out to him through the Nembutsu. Know that there is a better way or a better day awaiting you. Know that his love and compassion for you is eternal. It has and always will be there. You just have to accept it. Please join me in Gasho. My closing on this is what I had just read to you. The light of compassion illumines us always, and the darkness of our ignorance is already broken through. Yet the clouds and mists of greed, desire, anger, and hatred always obscure the sky of true faith. But though the light of the sun is veiled by clouds and mists, below them there is still brightness. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Dawats. Namo Dawats. Thank you. Please join me in the Gatha on Doksan 2, page 220 of your service handbook. Thank you. For this morning's announcements, I don't have any, except just to continue to check out Monterey Peninsula Buddhist Temple's website for any future news on the opening of the temple. Also, our streaming when we'll be doing that. Pretty much all your information will be right there. Please join me in Gasho for the closing readings. Buddha keeps us away from these discriminations and looks upon the world as upon a passing cloud. To Buddha, every definitive thing is illusion. He knows that whatever the mind grasps and throws away is insubstantial. Thus he transcends the pitfalls of images and discriminative thought. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. So that concludes this morning's service. Thank you to Larry and Hans for helping produce this show this morning, this service this morning. I hope all of you remain safe, take care of each other, and remember to take care of your community. Thank you. Namo Amida Butsu.